Welcome to episode 5 of the top 5 questions and answered, fueled by Hot Pockets. Now, while I am partnering with Hot Pockets, they really are one of my favorite snacks, and I've been enjoying them for some time now. Made with 100% real cheese, 11 grams of protein, it's perfect biting into it during some long gaming sessions or after a live stream. Let me know in the comments what your favorite flavor is and enter into their sweepstakes by clicking the link in the description below for your chance to win free Hot Pockets and more. And now without further ado, let's jump into the top 5. Coming in for the first question is Destiny 2 related. That just came out a week or two ago now on the PC. I've obviously already been playing it a lot on the PS4, but the question is how have I been liking it versus the PS4 now on PC, and am I still even enjoying the game? Overall, I would say that I'm not as thrilled to play this as I was for the first time on PlayStation 4. I've already played through it 2 times now, and the repetitive process of playing through the campaign can get to you a little bit. So I was pretty disappointed playing through it again just to level another character up and go through that same grinding process. That being said, playing it on PC is fantastic compared to the PlayStation 4. Not necessarily that it's bad on the PS4, it's just for me playing it on a full 60 FPS with the proper mouse and keyboard, it feels like it's made for the PC rather than, it doesn't feel to me like it was just ported over. Even a lot of just the visual cues and things that were on there. And also when it first came out, it has been extremely stable for me. I do crash from time to time. It seems to be mostly Destiny server related, maybe too many people trying to connect or whatever, but for the most part, the game itself seems to be running pretty well. Overall, though, the game is the same as the previous one and, on PlayStation 4, so really it's nothing new to me. I've just been playing through it again. For the most part, I just wanted to get a character leveled up and ready so I can continue playing on in the future on PC. So it's kind of a one-time step to get to where I want to be so that I'm future-proofed for the next DLCs. Question 2, what do I think about the PUBG changes to the circle? This is something that I had been testing a lot of different changes to the circle. If you've tuned in any of my custom games, we've tried making the circle so it starts out with that white box 100 meters by 100 meters, one of those squares. It completely changes the game. We've also tried it so that the circle does 99 damage per second, and that actually is more related to what the circle change was. If you're unfamiliar, they made it so that circle that closes you in on PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds actually increases the damage that it does to you the farther away you are from the circle. That means after the first circle, the second circle, if you're really way out in the corner of the map, you're actually going to take more damage than if you were just right on the edge of the circle just about to run in. This should save you a little bit while you're trying to run into the circle, although actually it's the same circle damage it was before, so you don't really expect much difference there. The real change, though, is that it'll prevent somebody from just sitting out in the blue zone and taking meds. If you guys saw our tournament, the first ever PUBG Invitational that I played in, one of our strategies that we used was called med munching. I guess we named it, where we just gave all of our meds to one player who sat in the corner of the map and medded the whole time. So this would prevent that for the future, which is good. I think overall it's a change that's needed. I think there's a lot more changes needed to that circle, but they're working in the right direction. It's just they have more competition now coming at them. Question 3 is related to my streaming on Facebook. Many of you guys know this by now, but I stream mostly on Facebook. That's actually pretty much my primary platform for streaming. I still do on Saturday a stream on all of the different ones, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, etc. But throughout the week, I do it on there. And a lot of people have initial questions of why am I doing it there, but the main thing to me is that I've gone so viral there in the past that it seems like my streams do much better there performance-wise in terms of viewership, in terms of everything. And so that's why I've kind of made that my central platform. At the same time, when I've tried to stream on YouTube in the past, it does work relatively well, but I found that it kind of ruins my algorithm. The hours and minutes watched is insanely huge because people watch for so long, but for whatever reason, the algorithm no longer favors it. So those don't do as well relative to other things, and then it actually takes a toll on some of my other videos because they're not recommended anymore, which is kind of the direction that YouTube's going. It's kind of like a whole game trying to figure out how YouTube works and how to get things to you guys that are watching the videos. Anyways, Facebook is a slightly different platform, and I've now been doing it for 6 months streaming there, which is pretty dang insane. It's been going very well. I've had a lot of really interesting moments there. My record so far is 9,200 or 9,100 to 200 peak people watching on Facebook at one time. it also kind of caters well because I do streams for the majority of like a 1 to 2 hour segment. So, you know, that's kind of good for Facebook and YouTube versus Twitch. It seems I need to be doing it a little bit more longer to get some success there, although I've never really had too much success there, so I'm not the one to tell you. But for the most part, things have been going really well, and I've been enjoying it. And I've also been trying to give them feedback to improve things, so, you know, they still have a long ways to go, but I hope they keep improving it. Question 4. 5 years from now, will I still be making YouTube videos? I want to say yes to this. I imagine so. I always try and plan as far ahead for the future as I can and, you know, see where things are going, but I can't guarantee it's going to look the same as it is today. 5 years from now, I might end up doing a lot more live streaming, or there might be some other platform that I've adapted more of. It might have been shifted more over to Facebook. It might have shifted completely back over to YouTube, and this is the main thing. I really don't know where things are going to go, and things can change very fast in terms of the internet, so who knows? But what I can say is that I did leave my job to do this full-time, and I still want to keep creating content. I've just have a lot of fun with it, and I mean, this is like a serious dream job for me. So this is like question 5, kind of ties in with the last one. Did I ever see myself making YouTube videos or making this whole thing a career when I first started? This is a really common question that I think a lot of YouTubers and people that do this as a job now get, because it's just so weird, right? But if you think about it, when I first started, and give you a bit more context, I started doing this 6 years ago, and this was nothing like it is today. The biggest gaming channels that I was following had like 100,000 subscribers, maybe 500,000 subscribers, the really, really big ones at the time. And I didn't even think that this was ever possible to make anything more than just enough to pay for a couple video games here and there. That's all I was ever planning on doing with it. It was kind of just fund myself for my hobby, get more games with the ad revenue that I was making, a couple bucks. But now it's gotten to a point after all of this time, after all of this experience, that it can turn into something that I can spend full time and actually commit to this as a career, to making really the best content that I can, and to make as much of it as I can to entertain you guys and to, you know, have a good time. And it's a huge thanks to people like Hot Pockets for helping me make that a reality. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new to catch all the latest episodes. That's it for this one though. Thanks so much for watching. This is StoneMountain64, over and out.